Hey everyone, how are you? I wanted to come on live and share a personal story. It took me 30 years to become proficient in our language. Nobody ever taught me how to read well. Yeah, they taught me how to read because I had private school education for 3 years prior to going to public school. My parents were divorced, and when that happens, my mom couldn't afford to send me to private school. And I think that was a huge disadvantage because when I got transferred over to a public school, they didn't teach me, they didn't continue phonics at all. And what they were giving me and pulling me aside wasn't enough, and it wasn't what I needed. I needed the next level, and they didn't take me to the next level. As it is, when I teach my son phonics, he goes all the way up to sixth grade in phonics. So we're doing phonics now, and alongside phonics, we're learning English grammar. And it kind of, they overlap. So in fifth grade, I was put into this remedial class, okay? And we learned absolutely nothing. And I feel bad because they put me, not only did they put me in a remedial class with other older students, they put me in a remedial class and with a black teacher. And she did not teach us anything. I think she was just there to babysit us. Seriously. I was glad when I went to sixth grade and they put me with a teacher who actually taught, Miss Robinson, and she was a great teacher. There was another teacher, Miss Collins, in our school, and she was a hard-ass teacher. But she was one of the best teachers at that school, and both of them were black. So there was something going on there in fifth grade, because in fifth grade they officially broke with phonics. That was in 1985. They stopped teaching phonics in 1985. Before then, it was like a fusion with phonics and and the word method. And this word method, I think, is where the systemic racism is in this country. Not teaching kids how to read well, not being literate, highly literate when you graduate high school, really stunts your growth and ability to go on and make something of yourself. It took me 30 years to equalize my English and be able to communicate fluently and proficiently and be able to state what I needed and get the message across. So much so that I am now a literacy advocate for Usborne Books and More, and I highly believe in these books as being the best books out there to teach your kids how to read and think critically, and fall in love with books and escaping to the world of fiction and being enticed to learn more about animals and people. And our nonfiction books are the best anywhere. We have a nice variety of nonfiction books for kids. And our fiction books are the best too. And all of them are written well and high quality English language. And so it took me 30 years to learn how to read well. I was functionally illiterate when I graduated from high school in 1992. And back then, from 84 to now, that literacy rate has decreased. We only have 34% of our nation's kids can read proficiently. 34% of our nation's kids read proficiently in fourth grade. It drops to 32% in 8th grade. So I question how many students are graduating with proficient language skills enough to be able to go out there and compete and at the same time solve problems for others, because that's where it lies. If you can't solve problems, you're nowhere. If you can't solve your own problems, you're nowhere. So if you shop Usborne Books and More for the best and the best books out there. Thank you very much.